Hey guys, I'm sure that a lot of you have heard, and maybe you haven't, the old saying that a armed society is a polite society. And it's very true. We have this sign right here. We don't dial 911. Why should we? I've got a ranch full of people. Everybody here has at least one gun on them. We're a very polite society out here. Maybe other cities could learn what works on any level, that an armed society is a polite society. You're not out starting stuff when you know everybody around you has a gun. But we're going to do a video on some gun safety. We've had a few incidences recently that I'm going to address. So
Okay,
check this out.
so I need to expand one of our little talks on hunter safety. We've had a few incidences, and it was really because of fathers not watching their sons, and we don't have a minimum age requirement to come out here and hunt and have a good time, but it's just wise. If you're going to bring a kid that's only hunted for a few times, you need to take them to the gun range. They need to get comfortable with the gun, how to shoot it, how to handle it, gun safety. It's a matter of life or death that they handle that weapon properly. So a few weeks ago, we have a father and a son. Boy was about 14 years old, and dad wasn't watching him handle a gun, and he turned the gun upside down, stuck it in the mud, and he's leaning on his gun. And then they go off hunting. Well, here comes some hogs. Boy picks up the gun. Boom! Guess what happened to that gun? It split that barrel like a banana peel all the way back to the stock. That kid is lucky, the father's lucky, the family's lucky that no one was hurt, other than just quite a repercussion. And it's amazing. You would think that a plug of mud would just blow out, but it doesn't. It will split the barrel, and I'm going to show you here in a minute. So the next day, we have another father and son, and they called me. They wanted to come out and hunt. The father had been here before, and he was here in town visiting his son with the mom, separated situation there, and he talks to the boy and, hey, let's go hunting. Kid was 14, 15 years old, hadn't been to the shooting range and who knows when, so they're out there, they're hunting. Here comes some hogs. Boy pulls the trigger, and he didn't have proper education on how high-powered rifle. You don't hold them out here like this. You need to push it into your shoulder. Well, the boy's holding it out like here, scoped rifle, pulls the trigger. That gun came back, that scope hit him and opened him up, and a flap of meat was hanging down on his eyebrows. And that's the dad's fault. He should have watched that boy, instructions. And again, we don't have minimum age requirements. But fathers, you need to take your boys out to the shooting range, make them comfortable with that gun, to where if they ever needed to use a gun without you being present at any age, they'd know how to do it. So take a look at what we have here from this gun that had the mud plug in it just the other day. So what we've done is we've taken this rifle and we're going to mount it in the lodge for everyone to see, and this might save somebody's life in the future. They will always remember this. Don't use your rifle as a walking stick. Look at the way this barrel split open, and you can still see some of the mud impacted. Look at this thing. Now, could you imagine if a piece of this had actually broken off and come back and hit him like a piece of shrapnel in the face? That boy could have been killed or forever scarred. He dodged a bullet, with no pun intended. So, dads, spend a little time with your boys before you bring them out here, so we don't have a repeat of this situation, which we got extremely lucky that boy wasn't hurt. Hunting is a fun sport, but like any sport, you need to know what you're doing so you can do it fun, effectively, and safely. So let's go to the shooting range, practice some gun safety, how to use your weapon, and then come on out here and let's have some fun shooting some hogs.